Hello, out there in here, Star Wars fans and friends around the country, around the world. We are so excited to be back with you today. We love doing these live streams. We love this opportunity to share news, product news. We've got a lot of great other news as well. This might be our best live stream for other news. We're really excited to dive into it and talk some Star Wars here today. You guys know how these work. Not going to give kind of that overview. Just going to introduce myself. My name's Patrick. You know me, and we've got two of our wonderful designers on the live stream as well.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris Reif, one of the many designers on Star Wars.
My name is Eric, and I'm one of the designers on Star Wars too.
Awesome. So it's June here, leading up to Father's Day in a couple of weeks, and this is our kickoff to I Am Your Father's Day. Not going to say kind of what that has to do with Star Wars, just in case there's, some people out there who would be, spoiled by a 41-year-old movie, which is totally fine. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But presumably everyone here has, so they understand why we're celebrating I Am Your Father's Day. It's been a great month. It's been a great year. So much happening in the Star Wars world. We were with you about a month ago for May the 4th. Now we're back. Lots of reveals, lots of news in the Star Wars world. And we're going to dive right into the show because, again, we've got so much here today.
Yeah, so thank you, Patrick. We'll start with some quick news from our Mission Fleet line. Recently, we revealed our Mission Fleet Razor Crest Outer Rim run. This includes a Mandalorian and Grogu in the 2.5-inch scale with multiple points of articulation, double-seated cockpit that can fit both figures, removable top cover that reveals an additional play area and weapons locker, 3 opening doors. This thing is just filled with features and accessories. And we're really excited for you guys to finally be able to get this in your hand and be able to reveal that. This is also very appropriate around I'm Your Father's Day, and we managed to capture the following heartwarming moment at the Hasbro offices in Pawtucket.
That's awesome.
Aww.
It is such a cool looking set.
Also, some quick news regarding your recent TVC from the Vault fan vote. You heard on May the 4th, the winner was the Republic Trooper from Star Wars: The Old Republic. So congratulations there. That's awesome. The figure's packed with amazing details, including a removable helmet and bandolier. He comes with multiple weapon accessories, including removable ammo cartridge, the knife with the sheath, blaster pistol, that awesome heavy cannon. And a little note, the final packaging will update slightly to bring us up to the current guidelines that we use, but this fan vote figure is a Hasbropulse and Shop Disney exclusive and available for pre-order tomorrow at 1 Eastern. That's that guy. Next, let's move to some reveals, starting with the vintage collection. So we have one TBC reveal right now, and then a few more at the end of the stream. Starting with this one, because it's related to the fan vote. It's a highly requested army builder from the past. We would have loved to have included him in the fan vote, but it was already in our plans for later this year. That's right. It's the Hoth Rebel Soldier. So photoreal deco for the first time on this figure. This is a classic sculpt, but even on those sculpts, we get so much more detail and accuracy with the photoreal deco process. So he looks amazing. Packaging's not available at this point, but it'll recreate the original release as much as possible. So available at most major retailers, including Hasbropulse. It's available for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and will be on shelf later this year and early 2022. So now I'll let Patrick take us through the next bit of news. But as a reminder, more TVC reveals at the end of the stream, so keep tuning in.
Absolutely. Those are some great reveals. We're really excited about them. So we're sure you guys will be as well. But next, let's move into the Lucasfilm First 50 Years program. So as you guys all know, we've been talking about this for a few months. 2021 marks Lucasfilm's 50th anniversary. It's been an amazing 50 years. So much great content, so much great news and excitement. We kicked this program off in January. I think Eric and I were with you for that one. And it's been woven throughout all of our events this year, and it will continue to be throughout the year. It's a major theme for us in 2021. We've focused on some great programs so far, celebrating the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, publishing, and Clone Wars. And that's really the point of this program, is celebrating all those key milestones in Lucasfilm's wonderful 50-year history. The first items that we revealed for the Lucasfilm First 50 Years were actually our first wave of archive for this year. You're seeing them on the screen here, as we're paying homage to some of the greatest figures in Star Wars history in our archive line. Today, our first reveals we will see the final wave of archive for 2021, the final wave of our Lucasfilm 50th anniversary archive revealed here today.
Thanks, Patrick. And today we are beginning with a fitting choice for both the Lucasfilm First 50 Years and for Archive. One of the first characters we see in the Star Wars saga, an essential character in the lore and in the franchise. We have Princess Leia from A New Hope. So, given the importance of this character and the history on this item, we were really excited to be able to get photoreal deco on this character for the first time. We worked really, really hard to try to get this likeness to look really accurate to the actress and to the character, and we really wanted to do justice to Princess Leia. And as you can see on the packaging, we are continuing the look and feel from the previous waves in 2021 with the gold and the timeline on the back of the package. We're really excited for you guys to get that in hand.
Our next reveal is also central to the saga and one of our earliest figures. It's also pretty relevant to upcoming entertainment. This version of the character interacts very briefly with Princess Leia, but she's a little younger than she was in Star Wars. That's right, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. So, take a look at this little guy here. So, very cool. So, the original figure on this had a bit too red in the hair, so we adjusted that in this release to make him more in line with our currently released Episode 2 and Clone Wars Obi-Wan figures. We've also have photoreal deco for the first time on this guy, and even though they have slightly different head sculpts, we were able to reference this Clone Wars Obi-Wan, and so that the progression makes sense between the two of them. And this actually marks our first archive figure in the Lucasfilm 50th for the prequel trilogy. So, pretty cool there. Up next, Archive usually brings forward figures who are single-pack mainline figures, but we've also experimented with other releases, like bringing the Biker Scout from a deluxe item into single release. With this one, we're doing something similar, and that is the 501st Clone Trooper. So, another fun shot of guy here. So, originally part of an exclusive multi-pack. It's great to get another clone back out there to continue the recent 501st collection of Echo and Hawk. And part of the reason we decided to bring him into the archive line, it's another clone to pose with your Anakin now that he's out there in his Clone Wars look.
Awesome. Cool. So our final archive reveal for the day, Lucasfilm 50th anniversary again. Like we said, it's not just theatrical entertainment, it's the whole broad array of entertainment. So in keeping with that broad nature, this next reveal is one of the most popular Star Wars games characters. That's right, it's Darth Revan. You can see him right here. I'm not as good at doing the hand thing, so hopefully that's working okay. 2021, obviously, as you guys know, marks the 10th anniversary of the Old Republic game. So it's great to get this figure out from that same general era. Obviously, he's from KOTOR, but that same era. We've released him in different versions throughout the years, but this is the first time we've revisited the original release. You can see he still has those iconic tattered soft goods. So really kind of completing the character with that feature. We made sure that the saber blades are a key feature you're seeing here on the screen, a key feature for the character, just so iconic to that character. We wanted to make sure that that color was as vibrant as possible. So that was another quick update. So really excited for Revan, really excited for the whole wave. The whole wave, these 4 items are available at most major retailers, including Hasbropulse, as always. They're available for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You're seeing that on the screen, and they are on shelf later this fall. So that is it for the Lucasfilm 50th on this live stream. But again, as we've said, it's a full year party. There's definitely more Lucasfilm 50th excitement to come in future events, as there are many more milestones to celebrate.
And while the Lucasfilm 50th is our major anniversary for the year, we've also mentioned a smaller mini beat that we're celebrating this year. It's Rogue One, and it's been 5 years since the release of that fan favorite movie. We've revealed some TVC items, the Tantive 4, kind of tangentially related to Rogue One. We saw it all there. New Rogue One Darth Vader, and most recently the Anti-Chimeric X-Wing, which is a super cool ship. We've recently revealed, but we haven't revealed any Black Series items from Rogue One yet, and that's going to end right now.
Thanks, Chris. So our first reveal, fans have been requesting for several years, since shortly after the movie was released. I am really excited to announce our next figure, Bodhi Rook. So we, our sculpting team did a phenomenal job of getting a great likeness to Riz Ahmed, and we sculpted him from the ground up with our current tech and articulation features. So we had no tooling reuse on this figure at all. He is brand new, and we tried to make sure that he was as accurate as possible to the entertainment. One of the most iconic moments is his grapple hook that he uses at the end of the film. And we had to try to figure out exactly how we were going to do that in this scale. We ended up including a string that you can unravel from his backpack, and you can also plug that into his backpack, as you can see there in that image. And when you want to put it back into the backpack, you remove the back, and you can wind it back up and get it into storage so that you can pose your figure without the grapple hook if you want. The backpack is also removable on this figure. So this is the first Rogue One figure in the new line look. The color banding is the nice turquoise inspired from the original movie poster. And because these are all on shelf at the same time, we are able to spread the character illustrations in both directions, which we can't always do when characters in a given entertainment come out over time.
Awesome. So as Eric kind of hinted at there, as you know, Bodhi finally completes our Black Series Rogue One crew, a journey, back to 2016, bringing all the members of that crew into the Black Series. Now, as I'm sure you guys recall, last year we also completed a crew for the Black Series, the Rebels Ghost crew. Finally got Zeb into that line, as you're seeing on the screen, and completed that wonderful set of Ghost crew figures. So to celebrate, as you're seeing, we re-released all the members of that crew with photoreal deco updates where appropriate, and in that single cohesive line look. Now, the Rogue One crew deserves no different. It's one of my favorite movies in the Disney era, and we are re-releasing the members of that crew as well, beginning with the leader of the crew, our next reveal, Jyn Erso. Now, as you can see here, with Rebels, we had only released one version of each character throughout the years, all kind of tagged to that first season, and their looks mostly stayed the same. In animation, they don't change outfits as much. Now, with Rogue One, characters obviously changed their outfits throughout the film, so we released a few different versions of some characters. So you're seeing here, the outfit we're doing of Jyn Erso is the outfit she was wearing close to the end of the movie. It features that photoreal deco update. We're loving seeing that photoreal deco on these Complete the Crew figures and some of these re-releases, because we're really seeing the value of that technology with these figures. You really get a great likeness that you're seeing both in figural form and in the image on the screen. Now, in terms of accessories, the original release included the hood, which you're seeing here and which is included here as well. It's removable. You've seen the images. You can take it on and off and play around with different poses for the figure. And of course, Jyn Erso is the leader of the crew. So on packaging, she gets that coveted #1 collector number for our new Rogue One set in our Rogue One lineup. So really excited for that first figure.
Yeah, and next up is another critical member of the crew, and similar to our archive Obi-Wan Kenobi, another key character from an upcoming entertainment, we have Cassian Andor. So similar to Jyn, we chose Cassian's main hero look that we only saw in exclusive release previously. And also similar to Jyn, we really see how much a photoreal deco technology makes an impact on the figure's likeness. He looks so good on this figure. We're really, really happy with how he turned out. And we worked really hard to nail his facial hair in particular. We didn't want really a stark difference because the goatee on the front is actually achieved via the photoreal technology. So we wanted to make sure that we blended from that goatee off into the sideburns and into the beard. So we're really happy with how that turned out. His original release included his iconic weapon accessory that splits apart. And we saw that really cool feature in the film as well. And of course, this release includes that. So, on to our next reveal. We only saw one release in 2016 because he didn't change outfits really at all in the film. It's K2SO. So, he has no photoreal deco update on this character, but we did make some updates in order to get him to be more accurate to his movie to his movie counterpart. In the original release, he actually came out prior to the film, and in the original reference, he had red pupils, but in the final theatrical entertainment, all he had were white eyes. So we were able to update that feature in this release to be more accurate to the entertainment. And we love how he provides some nice visual differentiation in the packaging lineup with his height, as you can see in the packaging shots. So up next, he is one with the Force, and the Force is with him. It's Chirrut Îmwe. So again, the photoreal deco has really improved the portrait on this character. We're really, really happy with how he looks, and that's how he felt with all of these pack refreshes, and these characters get them back into the line. It's an opportunity for us to update these characters with this photoreal technology, and it really helps to elevate these characters. And it comes with his amazing full soft goods that we saw in the original release, and also includes both of his iconic accessories, his staff and his bow.
Awesome. So our final reveal for our Rogue One Complete the Crew, it won't be any mystery if you've been keeping track. Obviously, we're doing the whole crew. And there's only one left, but he's certainly not the least. We have not saved the least for last. He's the final member of the crew. It's Baze Malbus. So you can see here, looking amazing, very determined here. We've said this all along. You can really see the impact of the photoreal deco on this figure. Out of the whole crew, we were really impressed with this Baze Malbus likeness. Honestly, as we looked through our entire Black Series line, it seems like one of the best likenesses we've done in the whole line. You know, just looking at it, yeah, the detail is fantastic. So in terms of accessories, his original release came packed with accessories, with the large blaster rifle on the front, the belt-fed ammo leading to his backpack, and that is all obviously back in this release, keeping it pure to the original. So that is our Rogue One Complete the Crew. These 6 items are all available in the US and Canada and the UK as shared fan channel items, so you can get them in your local fan channel retailer. They're available for pre-order, as you're seeing on the screen, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and they're on shelf later this fall. So that is it for our Rogue One Complete the Crew, but we do have a couple more Black Series Rogue One items to reveal.
So, as we mentioned earlier, we revealed a vintage collection Antok Merrick and his X-Wing. We love getting new pilots into the line, and our next reveal for the Black Series is Antok Merrick. So this is the first time we're doing a non-orange jumpsuit from the theatrical entertainment, and in order to achieve closer accuracy with the entertainment, we used the forearms from our Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder pilot figure from last year. And we were really happy to find out that we actually had some good compatibility between those two bodies, between the pilot body and the Snowspeeder body. So we were able to make him a lot more accurate using those arms. We are also able to update the helmet from our originals, use the most up-to-date helmet from the Snowspeeder pilot figure, as it's our more recent sculpt. And we also finally got in a new portrait for this character to really capture that character and make him truly accurate to the entertainment. And we're really happy with how he has turned out so far. And we like to break up the artwork a bit so that they're not all holding blasters, and this was a perfect character to be able to have him holding his helmet instead. And he looks really striking on the side of the package. We're really happy with that as well. So, on to our final reveal today for the Rogue One mini beat, a pivotal character in the film, and he kind of sets everything in motion. It's Galen Erso. So for this character, we sculpted a new upper torso and head in order to achieve his iconic look and get his likeness to the actor. And we really wanted to ensure that we did nail his likeness since he has such a unique look. And so we spent a lot of time on it. We worked with our factories a lot to dial this in, but we're really happy with the final result. And of course, this character, as you can see here, does include the Death Star plans, which were also featured in our 2018 Rebel Fleet Trooper release. While we don't see him directly interact with the plans in the release, we felt like it was important to include that with him since he is the one that set all of that in motion for the Death Star plans. So similar to the product, it was a fun challenge to be able to get the character likeness on the packaging, but we're really happy with how that turned out as well. So these two items are Target exclusives in the US. Toys R Us exclusive in Canada, fan channel exclusive in the UK, including Star action figure and Zavi. And they are available for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And they'll be on shelf later this fall.
Awesome. So we do have a little bit left of Rogue One in Black Series left for the year. And as mentioned, the Lucasfilm 50th continues throughout the rest of the year. So we've got a lot more excitement to come from both of those sources. And of course, even beyond this mini beat, Rogue One remains a great source of inspiration in future years. So we'll certainly continue to look to that film. So let's go back to the vintage collection now. We promised you some more reveals, and we are now going to reveal some brand new characters never before in the line with all new tooling. So we're really excited for these and think you guys will be as well. Now, obviously, we've talked a lot about everything going on this year, and this year kicked off, 2021 kicked off with the conclusion of Mandalorian Season 2. So we are excited today to bring some brand new Mandalorian characters to the vintage collection. Starting with our first reveal for this section, a fan favorite Mandalorian Season 2 character, but you may also be a fan of her from other entertainment. It's Bo-Katan. Looking amazing. So excited to see that. She is a completely all-new sculpt, head to toe, kind of spared no area on this sculpt. As you can see, she features a swappable head and helmet. For this release, we experimented around, but we didn't want the helmet to go over the head. It just didn't work out the best. So this gives a more realistic head and helmet size for the figure, which we certainly wanted for a figure of this importance. As you're seeing, she comes with a posable articulated viewfinder that obviously is inspired directly from the entertainment that we see for the Mandalorian. Comes with that removable jetpack, her 2 blaster pistols and functional holsters. So really packed with all the accessories that we see or interact with in the show. As always, she comes with that photoreal deco. And overall, just beyond the photoreal deco, the deco is very comprehensive. It's standard for a Mandalorian, certainly, but features some really nice weathering tampos. Also with the sculpt, she features rocker ankles. We've heard a lot about rocker ankles, so we're trying to integrate those where appropriate, and they certainly bring this figure to life. So that's Bo-Katan. Really excited for her to come to the line, and think we're hopefully seeing some excitement out there as well. So our next reveal for the vintage collection, also from The Mandalorian. This is the first time we're doing this particular character in any of our fan lines. Never before in Retro, Black Series, or Vintage. We're really excited to bring this character to the vintage collection because this is one of the first characters that we see aboard the Razor Crest. So he's going to be a great addition to all of those HasLab Razor Crest shipping in a few months. It's the Mythrol. So he's looking, he's looking as good as the Mythrol can look. Obviously, Star Wars has, a great history, a great heritage of aliens. We really like these opportunities to get the aliens into the line just because they mean so much to Star Wars. As I'm sure you're seeing here, he's another completely all-new sculpt, head to toe. Although, to be fair, his blaster pistol accessory does come from our K2SO figure. So I guess not 100% new sculpt, maybe 99.9%. In terms of accessories, you're seeing he comes with that bounty puck with his holographic projection, accurate to Season 1, in that translucent blue material. This is obviously the bounty puck that Mando presented to him before his capture. And from that capture, he also features those C-grip removable binders from Season 1. But he also comes with that small cutting tool from Season 2. So we really like the opportunity to bring in accessories from both seasons of The Mandalorian. Again, you're seeing a really nice portrait here, hearkening to that actor likeness. And it includes all of those aquatic head markings, that aquatic paint really giving him a wet look, again, accurate to what we see in the show. And again, he also features those rocker ankles, working those in where appropriate, and they really bring these two figures to life. So we like seeing them there.
And we have one more TVC reveal, but all this talk about the Razor Crest and the Mythrol has me thinking that we're a little overdue for an update on the Razor Crest. So wanted to let you guys know we've gotten our first painted samples in from the factory. They look amazing, but we've been continuing to fine tune to even take them up extra levels of detail for you. We've been reviewing them constantly internally and with Lucasfilm, back and forth, really making sure everybody is on the same page, getting all those details tweaked and tuned just right, making sure everything fits. doors open, all the panels pop off and snap in place real good. We've been working with our packaging team to really make sure the structures inside the box are really holding everything nice and secure. I mean, we're as big a fans as you guys are, and we don't want our card backs or anything getting hurt in that packaging. So doing everything we can to make sure all that stuff is super secure. We've been working on instructions and finalizing the deco overall, just making the last little tweaks and making sure it matches everything we've shown you. We also had, and this is super cool, we had an amazing opportunity to show the Razor Crest and most of the rest of our Mandalorian product line to Jon Favreau. He stopped by the office, and we got a chance to talk to him about how much play there is in the Razor Crest and how great it is and how it fits that kind of like classic toy style of like really exploring and finding all the little details inside the ship, like pulling panels, looking at wires and little features, things that like details like the blaster cannon on the back that we included and was originally designed for the ship, but they never got to use in the show. It's things like the escape pod, just how cool we got all that detail in there. He was a big fan of all that stuff. So in talking with him, he passed on a comment quote that we'll share with you here that had all of us geeking out. So, and that quote from Jon Favreau is that half the fun of working on a Star Wars project is seeing the toys that are created. It was a thrill to meet the artists behind the line of Hasbro Mandalorian products. And for all of us here, like Patrick, Eric, Emily, the whole team, like everybody, engineers, all of it, like that's the sort of thing that makes it super meaningful to us, is to share this stuff with you guys, and to share it with the creators is something extra special. So we have here a quick image to show of Jon Favreau holding the very first sample we got in out of plastic of the Razor Crest. So a special day where we snuck back into the office and took all the precautions, but got to share that with him in person. That was amazing. So those are some awesome updates, but we'll take a little bit deeper dive here. And at FanFest in April, we mentioned that we were in the process of preparing a behind-the-scenes video for you guys from our packaging photo shoot. We have that to share with you guys now. And there's a special surprise in here, so keep your eyes peeled. You might get a hint at our next figure reveal. So let's roll that. that was such an amazing day. That set and the photography, all that going on, that was very cool. So we're super excited for the thing to ship to you guys. But maybe you caught a glimpse of our last TVC reveal for the day in there, and that's Cleo. So another great alien to get into the line with some classic Star Wars characterness going on there. That Ugnaught that we all love from Empire, and just bringing him into the modern world. So again, all new sculpt on this guy, head to toe. So everything's new about him. He comes complete with his dart gun that he uses to save Mando, a removable backpack so you can pose him out, set him up for pretty much any scene you want. Comes with photoreal deco, so really capturing all the subtleties of that Ugnaught face and mask. And then, of course, rocker ankles. We know you all love those. So these 3 TVC items that we've shown you are all available at most major retailers, including Hasbropulse. And they're available for pre-order tomorrow at 1 Eastern Time, and on shelf later this year, early 2022. So stay tuned for more Razor Crest updates before the item ships in a few months. We'll definitely have more to show you.
Cool. That is it for product reveals, but we do have much more exciting news for both Vintage and Black Series, so don't go anywhere just yet. We always do these kind of other news segments at the end, and we're going to start with one of my favorite ones that we started earlier this year, pipeline reveals. So again, we started these in January, I think that live stream with me and Eric, giving you a look further down the pipeline. We asked you to tell us what you thought, and we read those thoughts on the live stream, on message boards, and you guys said you enjoyed these, so we did an additional one for May the 4th, and we're going to do more now. We're going to do a whole segment here. As always, we don't have product to reveal for these, so the official product reveal and pre-order will be at a future event, so get excited for that. But we did want to share a glimpse down the pipeline at more of the characters that we're going to be doing this year and into next for both the Black Series and Vintage.
So first up for our pipeline reveal, we have the Black Series. So we started the stream talking about a troop builder, and our first pipeline reveal is a brand new troop builder in our Black Series line. It is also the final item in our Rogue One mini beat. It's the Jedha Patrol Trooper. So we love getting other trooper variants into the line, and he comes equipped with that large backpack that we see him with in the film. Our next reveal is also from the original trilogy era, although this character does make an appearance in the most recent entertainment at the end of Mandalorian Season 2, and most recently in The Bad Batch. We're doing his look from the Return of the Jedi, though. It's Bib Fortuna. So it's really cool to be able to get another classic alien into the line. We're really excited for him.
So speaking of Mandalorian Season 2, our next pipeline reveals are all drawn directly from that entertainment. Up next is a character we first saw in Mandalorian Season 1, but like the Mythrol, he came into Mandalorian Season 2, and this look is specifically from his return in Mandalorian Season 2. And of course, Star Wars has such a rich history of characters in disguise, so we're excited for Mayfeld in his trooper disguise on Morok. Again, you're seeing him here. It's great to get Mayfeld into the line. We're really excited for this figure later this year.
And same situation here on the next one. We love the threads woven between Mandalorian Seasons 1 and 2. And our next reveal is another character we see in both those seasons, and that's Fennec Shand. If we're revealing characters from The Mandalorian, we probably should reveal a Mandalorian, right? Well, our next one is a Mandalorian from a certain point of view, and that's Boba Fett, and his look from the tease at the end of Mandalorian Season 1 and from the beginning of Season 2. So a great figure there.
And for our final Black Series pipeline reveal today, kind of a reversal last one, actually kind of took his outfit a little bit. It's Cobb Vanth.
Okay, that's it for Black Series pipeline reveals, but let's take a look into the pipeline for the Vintage collection. One of our Black Series pipeline reveals was for a character that TVC fans have wanted for a long time. Fortunately, he's coming to the Vintage collection as well, and he continues our original 96 program for the year, bringing those original Kenner figures to the Vintage collection, and that's Bib Fortuna. So can't wait to see him on that classic card back.
That's awesome. So the original 96 fun continues, again, kind of a focus for the Vintage line with our next pipeline reveal. And you will definitely want this next character when he comes out. If you got our Bespin Freezing Chamber playset last year, it's Lobot. a great update for the vintage collection, and again, an original 96er. Now that's it for pipeline reveals for vintage collection figures, but we do have one more vintage collection pipeline reveal. So it's not a figure, it's not a vehicle, it's a playset, and it comes from the Mandalorian. It's the Navarro Cantina playset. Really excited to get this one out in playset form. Really excited to talk to you guys about that when we reveal product. And again, the image you saw on screen, obviously a playset, it's hard to kind of capture all the details and angles, but we're really excited for that playset, and we'll talk to you about it later this year. So that's it for pipeline reveals. Again, it's a look further down the pipeline, so we wouldn't expect these items to be out until later this year or even early next year in 2022. That's the nature of pipeline reveals. If you're excited for these selects, though, get excited for the product reveal and pre-order later this year, because we're certainly excited for that. And we're hoping to continue these as a regular segment moving forward. So you should see these in future live streams. Maybe not every live stream, we'll batch them up, but definitely more to come on pipeline reveals. So we have one final piece of news in our more news section, and it's for Black Series fans. We're not going to tee this up at all. We're just going to run a short video that is sure to get Black Series fans excited. Yeah,
that's awesome. So excited.
I wish for things like this, I wish we were at in-person conventions. It's just such a great energy there. But this is fantastic as well. So we are officially announcing that we're doing another HasLab campaign later this year, and it's going to be Hasbro's first ever Black Series HasLab campaign. So it's going to launch sometime later this summer, early fall, somewhere in that time frame. And the only other thing we're saying about this, we don't want to give too much away, we'll save most of the excitement for that reveal, is that the clue here is that vehicles work great for vintage collection HasLabs. We've done the Barge, we've done the Razor Crest, but this Black Series HasLab will not be a vehicle. So that's all we're saying at this point. But again, we wanted to provide advance notice like we did for our Razor Crest campaign last year, so that fans out there have time to prepare and get excited and start speculating. We love reading those thoughts online. That is it for today. That's it for this live stream. It's been chock-a-block full of fun stuff, but 2021 has been great so far, and there's so much more fun planned throughout the year, including we've got some more reveals later this month in a couple of weeks for both Black Series and the Vintage Collection with our next fan site celebration reveal event. We love partnering with the fan sites in that way. They do such amazing work, and so we're excited to share some reveals with them. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Hasbropulse YouTube page for more Fan First Friday content and other great content. And as always, Chris, Eric, friends and fans out there, may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you. Thank you.